Hello and welcome to this project video. In this video, we will learn how to make a set of coasters using a Glowforge template. To start off, I'm going to go to the left-hand side where it says Search Designs. In that, I'm going to type in coaster set and hit enter on my keyboard. I'm going to find the medium plywood hex coaster set of 6 and click it. Right now, you can see that there's only one coaster in the design space, which means someone has used this design before, and we need to reset it to its default. To do that, I click these 3 dots on the middle top bar. I find Design Details, and then select Reset Design. And there is the original set of 6 blank coasters. Now that I've reset my design, I can hide the screen. I no longer need it. And I hit hide in the upper right corner. Now I need to find some images to add to my coaster. To do that, I go to this plus mark in the middle top bar, and in the search bar, I can search whatever I would like. I'm going to search some summer fun things. I pick whatever design I like most, and it pops up on my screen. Right now, my sun is a bit too big. It doesn't quite fit in the coaster the way I like it, so I can grab any of the dots on this to resize it. So now my sun is a more appropriate size for my coaster. I can go back and find another image to use. Now you'll notice when this image opens, it has some tiny squares around pieces inside my art. And that means if I click off of it and go to move it, all of these pieces will come apart. So I'm going to undo and go back to my original selection. Before I try to move it, I'm going to right click and click group. So now I can move it all at once. And again, grabbing one of those corner pieces to resize it to better fit in my coaster. I could also pick the same design. So let's say I want more of each of these designs. I can click on the sun, right click, copy, right click, paste as new step. And now I can just duplicate these. So again, copy. I'm still selecting the sun. I want to select the new one. Make sure whatever you're trying to copy is selected. Right click, copy, right click, paste as new step. And maybe I only want a set of 4 coasters and I do not want these other 2. I can click on that hexagon shape and hit backspace on my keyboard. Now my design work is done. All I have to do now is pick the settings and to be able to send it to the Glowforge, our laser cutter. So on the top left, you'll notice it says unknown material. We're using the wood provided within the Idea Lab. So for this kind of wood, we use medium basswood plywood settings. And when you hit select, you'll notice the image on the screen changes a little bit. The middle pieces are now bright pink and the hexagon shapes are orange. This is what we want. The Glowforge color codes your designs based on the function it is trying to do. So pink means engrave, so it will engrave the surface of these designs. And orange means cut, and it will cut out our hexagons for us, which is exactly what we want. If you're choosing something that is not medium basswood plywood, there are setting suggestions in the Idea Lab for materials that we sell in our space. But if you're bringing in your own type of wood or other material on the approved materials list, you might have to do some research for the proper settings, and we suggest doing this on the Glowforge community forum page. When I'm all set, I'm going to hit print, and it will give me a time estimate for my coasters here. So the set of 4 coasters will take about 34 minutes to make. I make sure to turn my ventilation on. We have that separate fan system in the lab. If you need help, please ask a staff member. And then we hit the blinking blue button on the Glowforge and it will get started. And that's how you make a set of coasters using the Glowforge app.